Hello, everybody, and welcome to episode 5 of the 10 a.m. Time for Champagne podcast. I'm so excited to get into this episode. I'm already running over my words here tonight. We are continuing the stream. It is great to be back. What a time it has been. Do we have any opening thoughts and anything we want to say, or do we want to get into the preview? What are we thinking?
Just want to get right into it.
Let's drink some beer.
Let's get into it, and indeed we are tonight. Tonight's late night pod. We are really hyped. We're really excited. We are going to be talking about Pizza Boy.
Pizza Boy.
And I know we have some stories. We have some things that we want to say. Group, where do we want to go?
For starters, I've never actually been to Pizza Boy. However, I am familiar with their beer and I've had it before. A friend of mine got me a limited edition 6-pack for a Christmas gift this past Christmas. And yeah, they tried it. We all logged it in. I was actually the one that put it on Untappd. I was the very first person to log it in, and I was the one who put it into the Untappd app. So, if you can figure out which one that is, congratulations.
Which one was it?
I have high hopes for this. We'll let them figure out which one it is. But I have high hopes for their beers here, and I'm hoping they don't disappoint.
I'm with you there. I'm kind of excited to see this. Working where I do, I pass by the sign and the advertisement for this place almost every single day. When I'm on time, when I go the route I do, I'm very excited. I'm very looking forward to this. Today was a very special day as well for them, and in the store, fortunately enough, we keep ourselves up to date with what's going on around with beer and with Pennsylvania in the breweries and PA group. And shout out to the critic, shout out to the sharers and contributors into the group. There was a post shared earlier in the week regarding a special promo regarding the special regarding a 6-pack. I'm sorry, not a 6-pack, a 6-case deal where you can get 4 packs of
6 packs of 4
6 packs of 4
for 30
for $30 on the house beer only. So everything tonight that we are bringing to you and reviewing and doing live for all of you to see, to get into here. I'm so excited. I'm so ready for this episode. I've been thinking about it all day. We've been talking about it for a while since we saw this, was to get this beer. Before we begin drinking what we have and what is in store tonight, Caleb, what did we think
of the location?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it was a nice area. The area was kind of nice. It was a huge building, I know that.
Absolutely.
They had the stills in the back corner that you could see as soon as you walked in. It seems like it's very known for, one, alcohol / beer, 2, for the pizza and other stuff they sell. And it seems like a lot of people go there often, not just for the beer, but also for the food itself.
Agreed. And getting out there at the time we did, I have never seen a place this packed, this early in the morning, to run in and see people just stacking things into the boxes that were just given to us and carry them out with just joy and excitement and
a little pep in the step.
Whether it was the caffeine or the motivation on a morning to go in on a day that ends in Y, to get the yeast. Somebody's having a very good feast tonight. If you're getting yeast, you're gonna feast, and if we're getting yeast, we're gonna feast. And the deal was $30 for the packs of beer that we got. Pizza, as Caleb mentioned, very good. If it had an Untappd rating, shout out to Untappd again, not affiliated, 4.5 out of 5 on the barbecue chicken pizza.
I wonder what the cheesesteak one tasted like.
They had everything. There was Sicilian style. There were strombolis. There was bacon cheeseburger pizza. There was a pork heaven pizza. And there was a whole separate line, let alone to the sales going on for the packs and the boxes of beer where guys were getting 6 boxes.
Someone had 8.
Someone had 9.
And a husband and wife each got one.
And we're carrying it out like a tag team. That is a couple.
Yes.
That's marriage.
If you can get your significant other to help you get beer, that's a A+ job.
Shout out to a team. That's a team. That's a team right there. I commit to a team, and I like that team. There was a whole row of just people getting pizza and draft soda at lunch, at early morning lunch, a brunch. It's 11 in the morning. You're getting pizza and beer for basically breakfast. Shit, there's success there.
You know why we can do that?
Why?
Because we're
live in America.
We live in America.
America, boys.
We have freedom.
And I fight for that freedom.
And you know who else supports it? College kids. The other big thing that threw me for a surprise as well was the ABC Appalachian Brewing Company soda was also there as well. So not only having to promote their own house beer, but also to help another local Pennsylvania beer and soda company as well. That is going to be a whole future episode, and I can't wait to talk about that.
Oh, yeah.
My heart is getting warm just talking about... It's just those feelings inside. For one of my favorite places to go, but this place here, there's a lot of potential. There's a lot of expectation. I'm very excited to get into this. So right now, we have 6 of them separately that we have purchased and poured to prep and have already ready to dive right into. So we have a couple darks, we have a couple medium, and we have a couple light. Different styles, different varieties, different flavors. Where do we want to... Oh, okay.
You always, or it's recommended at least, you drink them light to dark, especially on a flight. Drink the light beer first, then you work your way up to the dark beer.
I've had this one before.
And why?
Well, there's a restaurant called PJ Wilhelm's in Lancaster and Harrisburg. Again, and we're not sponsored by them, but they do have good food, and they support local breweries and all that. And I've had this one.
Have you?
Yes.
All right. So we have a first beer experience already for this guy here. Do we have a second take on this beer? Because I am not seeing anything on mine for having a beer here before.
I mean, like I said, I've had Pizza Boy Brewing Company before, but I've never had this beer from Pizza Boy Brewing Company. But it says it's an IPA, so the taste is already predictable. So if it lives up to that, my rating should be fairly good. If not, then we'll go from there.
So this is the Marin River India Pale Ale that we are trying here first. Handcrafted in Enola, PA, so Central PA, big shout out, independent brew. They have all of their content and social media here, even on the can, so all of that will also be listed in the description below. They even have the Untappd logo on the can.
Really? Let me see.
Yeah.
Dang.
Look at that.
That's awesome.
They know their
They have
audience.
the Keystone on it too.
They're well informed on their audience here, so This is the first one, and I'm excited.
It smells.
I gave it a taste already.
Okay. Smell wise, I'm thinking it's going to be a 1.5. Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm a little concerned. I'll go first. And I'm going to give it a 2. I thought it was down the middle. It's a pale ale. It's just one of those mid beers. Not loving it, not hating it. There's enough of a fruitiness in the smell, but there's enough balance where it's not weak, but it's also not the perfect mix of a beer. 2.
So I gave this a 175, just a little bit lower.
Okay.
It's not bad, but the taste, it smells like an IPA and it tastes like an IPA, but it tastes like a very weak version of what an IPA would typically taste like. I'm also not a fan of how thick this is.
It's thick, really.
I think so, at least, it has it has a thicker consistency to it. So I went with a 175.
So last time I had this, I gave it a 2.5, and I'm sticking with it.
You down yours the quickest here, man. 2.5.
Yeah.
Why?
Average, decent taste, not bad.
Not bad. Not bad. So we have a 175, a 2, and a 2.5. So with that, I would agree that we are going with the middle of the road here. But for the first beer, that's optimism. I mean, the second one, it could be better. It could be worse. On the trip over, this was one of the first ones I saw, and I got a little excited on seeing this guy here. I'm going to grab the can here and bring it up closer. This is the lemon sour ale with lemons. I'm a very big fruit drinker when it comes to overall stuff away from a beer. Lemonade is one of my favorite all-time drinks. I'm optimistic that if this compares to that, we might get a 5. I'm also thinking that if it's more of a lemon juice and it's more sour, we might get a 1.
So sours are hit or miss for me. It all depends on how well they balance the flavors, and that depends on what I would rate it. Just looking at this, I don't quite know what to expect. However, take a second to lift up your cup and look at the sediment
Oh,
in the bottom of the
that's a
cup.
lot of pulp.
Mm-hmm. I do see that as well. It smells like a lemonade. It smells like a lemonade. I am very, very excited to try this. It is already on the Untappd.
It's a 3.88 global.
I'm going into this first, guys. I'm sorry. I am so excited. I am so surprised. I'm going in first. I want to take this one with all of my heart and say that they nailed it. I'm going to give my rating last, but I'm so excited.
Go ahead.
I'm so happy. I'm so
So
happy.
I gave it a 0.5. It was a little too sour for me.
Chris.
I gave it a 0.25. So I smelled this, and then I took a sip, and it tastes like I'm drinking bathroom cleaner. Also, not a big fan of everything laying on the bottom of the cup here. Camera's not going to be able to pick that up, but it's a decent amount. And the taste overall, I'm not enjoying it. I like sour things. It's not the sour taste, but it's the taste of this specifically that I just don't care for.
Guys, we're gonna really, really have a hard time getting through this episode. I am shocked. I have really a lot of words to say on this one. And you two are so wrong. And I am thinking that we might need a third co-host here just to say and help myself. Guys, this is a 4.5.
4.5.
4.5 out of 5. That is one of the best sour ales I have ever had. It nailed every aspect. I thought it was going to be that lemonade taste. It nailed it. It hit every single thing in a sour ale right. That I'm proud to have found that. I have found a reason to go there every day when I am done with work.
So you're going to be picking up more of this.
I would do a 30 pack for that.
Oh God.
I would do 6 4-packs
Of just that.
of that alone. Guys, it's that good. I'm not sure where your taste buds are developed.
Well, would you like to put mine down? Because I'm not feeling it.
I will responsibly take care of that, along with my soda water, and my club soda, and my seltzer, and all of my other waters that are here and ready to go. That's a 4.5. Please keep that going. Don't get rid of it. There's something right in that beer. And we're going from one exciting beer to maybe the most shocking of the 6 that was found.
So this is the one I found very interesting. It's called Blueberry Milkshake. And I've had a blueberry milkshake before, and it's pretty dang good.
I'm curious on this one as well. It's not something that is normally mixed in an alcohol or in a beer, especially the flavors of blueberry and vanilla.
Well,
it's a New England IPA, so it has my doubts.
Snitz Creek Brewery did a blueberry cream ale.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Did you say this is an IPA?
Correct. It is a New England IPA. See it right there for the camera and the viewing audience on the YouTube. Fingernails are a little dirty, but please don't zoom in on that.
So we'll see. Looking at it, it looks alright. Nothing laying on the bottom of the cup here. So, and smell-wise,
The average rating is a 3.93 for global.
Wow.
smell-wise, I think it's going to taste sweeter. But that can be expected from the name of the beer.
That lemon stung them out.
Even with a cleansing of the palate, I would say cleanse, and once we have the cleansing in, we can dive into this blueberry
7%.
milkshake. I'm aware. I did read. That is something I don't do often, but it's something that is done. Blueberry milkshake, found it.
Ooh.
No logo on this guy.
I'm looking for it. There we
It
go.
is on its own. Caleb has already downed it. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Now, I have eyes. I know they work. I think it might be at least a 3 on smell. Smell alone. I'm really high on this one right now.
I think you'll like it. Why is McDonald's on here?
Why is what on there?
McDonald's.
I think Caleb should go last because it's the beer that he did find
Okay.
and to review. And I think I will go first. My rating is not just Caleb is right, and I'm glad that he is. This pizza boy, your pizza's great. Your beer is great. It's continuing in the high trend, and I'm shocking myself. I'm starting to run out of words to say, and we're only halfway through the tasting. This beer's a 4.
I gave it a 2. It's
Wow.
It's sweet, but again, it doesn't have. This one kind of threw me off because IPA, there's that taste again that comes with an IPA, and this doesn't have it. It focused more on the blueberry and the sweet compared to that taste that an IPA has. And why it threw me off is because those two flavors don't really match with each other, and they wouldn't pair well with each other. So I don't think this deserves the title IPA. They should have just left that like a blueberry milkshake. What was this
Blueberry milkshake.
Yeah, they should have just left it at blueberry milkshake. If they wanted an acclaimed IPA, my rating probably would have been a little bit higher. But based off the taste, it was decent, so I gave it a 2.
My biggest worry was you were going to say IPA, thumbs down. And I kind of went into this one with a little bit more of an open perspective because I know that there is a different flavor to it, and I think the flavor has trumped the definition of an IPA. And I think that IPA in this has gotten buried, and to me it's more of a beer.
I give it 4.75.
Wow.
Has a good blueberry taste, not too strong. Tastes a little bit of milk. I just loved it.
I did not taste milk, but
I just loved it.
I love.
Drink your seltzer water and shut up.
Oh, we are having a beef here on episode 5 of the 10 a.m. Time for Champagne podcast. But we are now halfway through, and we have maybe 2 of the highest back-to-back ratings in podcast history here, with the sharing of the 4th being tossed around. Don't forget to follow us on the social medias. Don't forget to check out the link tree that is in the description down below at 10 a.m. TFC. We have the Snapchat, we have the Facebook, we have the Instagram, we have the playlist up and ready, so it's easy clicking and easy viewing one by one for everyone to see. More is in the works in the background. And we are continuing here with beer number 4, and
Excuse me.
what do we have here? A Swingle beer. So this is a Swingle beer, which is a standard issue ale, housed with Pizza Boy. We are at the 4th beer, and I don't have any thoughts on this one. This one was just one that we found.
I just wanted it because of the keystone on the front.
Overall 359 rating.
Out of 5. Okay.
So what does this claim to be? Is this
An ale.
So
It's just an ale. Nothing special. It's seeming to be just down the
That
middle.
blueberry's still in my mouth, and I love it.
We have a very excited wild card here.
I
Blue.
love it.
Blue in the mouth.
You're blue in the mouth.
I'm blue. Okay.
I just love it.
It's a weird smell.
I'm done.
I just love the way everything is.
I
just love the way these cans look, the way these cups are, the way the beer color is. I just love it.
Hey, you freaking sunflower.
I think this beer is gonna get a 1 off of smell. I don't have any hopes on this beer. This looks like a plain beer. If we're comparing it to episode 4, I think it's going to look like a steal.
Which episode was the Girl Scout cookie flag? Was that 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Count how many times Caleb says my palate.
We can also
That's
crowd
about
that
4
out.
times. Maybe 6.
Little scavenger hunt.
We're all cleansed and ready?
I already had
well,
half of it.
My nose is acting up here. I can't really smell anything.
Are you having symptoms,
My
young
nose
man?
my nose is clogged.
I need to get tested.
I test.
Why is UPS on here?
Because UPS sells beer.
United States Postal Service.
UPS McDonald's?
Go
You
ahead,
sell
check in
beer?
and see if you get a badge for it.
Okay,
I'm drinking at the UPS.
I'll do it.
So this smells like a beer. I haven't tasted it yet.
I did get a badge.
Are you serious?
Yeah, just the independent U.S. craft.
I'm gonna check in this one to the post office. You know why? Because this American flag is for all the postal workers out there. That's very American.
Shout out Postal. Shout out
Alright.
Postal.
This one's for the postal workers.
Oh boy. This beer is a 2.5.
I gave it a 2.
It's mid.
Yeah.
It's mid.
Not the worst, not the best, right in the middle.
It's mid.
To me, anything between a 2 and a 3 is mid.
Mid.
It's getting a 1.
Yep. That's logical.
Why
Why a 1?
For the critic.
Because it tastes like a beer, but there's nothing special about it. It's a beer. It tastes like any other.
Ale.
Yeah, there's nothing special about this. The only thing special about it is that I drank it at the post office.
Catch me outside. How about that?
Hey, I'm an island boy.
That's an episode 4 reference there for everyone that has watched. That is also in the YouTube. We have learned to not mention them and don't say them ever again. We are not with the Gang Son.
Hey!
So we have very low ratings on beer number 4. 5 and 6. I know we're getting into our wheelhouse. We are in the promised
You didn't get
land.
No, it didn't give me a badge.
I got like 3.
Are you telling me that you have drank at the post office before? This is breaking news.
That's pretty funny.
The critic.
The critic and the post office.
Have a thing.
Oh.
Ooh!
Ooh.
So, this doesn't impress me. I don't really want to finish it. You want it?
Wow.
There's to all the post workers.
Somebody else doing your work. Postal worker.
Oh, here comes the burps. Excuse me.
I hope you like ASMR.
We're moving into my favorite
Oh,
round.
jeez.
So do we want to go with the traditional one that I think will get the highest rating?
Well,
Or do we go with...
Well, that one's darker than that one.
Which one are we referring to?
That
Number
one
5?
is darker than that one.
Okay, so it sounds like we are going with the more traditional one first here. So beer number 5 on camera here as it's getting passed out before the can is a dark beer. It is a stout. It is the... Oh, I didn't read that on the thing. For the camera here, for the viewers of the tube, for it to be in the clear vision. Sorry, Caleb. It is a chocolate mint milk stout. Lactose, cocoa nibs, and mint leaves are included in this Pizza Boy
Mint milk.
House Ale. Chocolate mint milk stout.
My pizza boy.
CMMS.
So
Since-
overall, this is a
don't see it on
4.02.
Shit.
Out of how many?
Yeah, there's no...
Out of how many people?
197.
Okay.
Oh, jeez.
So That is relatively high. And I know that this is fully one of the biggest strengths within the 10 a.m. Time for Champagne podcast. Last updated was today. So somebody is giving it a high rating today as well.
Just look up chocolate mint and
did.
then pizza.
Yep, I found it. It is there. I'm going to give it a whiff here and
Do you want us to spell it?
go
for
from
you?
there. My boy. Ooh, guys, this...
You drank it?
No, for those of you who've already saw what just happened on camera, the smell is relatively strong
Oh.
on this beer.
Man, I don't know what's going on with my nose, but it's screwed up. One second.
Whoa!
Hold on.
Can you give me a napkin too?
I have a lot of words,
That's a strong smell, but
and I
know why
don't...
it ripped like that, but need a bigger one.
What the heck? This is his rip job. Not rim, lip.
What a guy. A rip of a rip. As the gang is going through their fun times here at the ranch, I'm very hopeful on this one.
It's a strong mint and chocolate smell.
I'm expecting to be in the crowd
Did you try it yet?
on this one. No, I was waiting for somebody to go first so I could down it. There's a lot of thoughts.
Yeah.
I'm disappointed.
Oh no. Oh no. Caleb, you might be the wild card and the one that has to either sway the audience or sway one of us. I am gonna go first in this. That
Oh my.
for the flavor,
Okay.
for what is there, for what has gone on with what we have had in a lot of dark beers.
Oh my.
This is superseding them.
USPS.
This is a 4.75.
What? How?
It hit everything correctly. The mint was there. The flavor that they're advertising and presenting is shown. It's visible. It's what it says it is. It fits perfectly. It's unheard of. It's something that is... I don't know what's going on. But my expectations here are met and have been surpassed. That's a 4.75.
I give it a 1.
Oh no.
I didn't like it at all.
So
Wrong.
I also gave it a 1.
Wrong.
Because this didn't... I had higher expectations and it didn't meet them or come close
I like
to
the
it.
peppermint.
I think the flavor was weak. There wasn't enough mint. There wasn't enough chocolate. And it certainly didn't live up to like the stout level. As I tend to go darker with my beers, and I like the taste of darker beers, but not this one. It was a 1. It was just another one to try, and that was that. But I want to drink it again.
I disagree 100%. It's there. It is completely there. Whoever's making this is doing it right. Don't change a thing. If you want to add more mint, do it. If you want to add more chocolate, do it. Whatever's being done is still being done right.
I can't drink this.
I am starting to feel disappointed in who I am working with. These are done right. I am lost for words on the downness. I believe heavily in I believe heavily that this is maybe one of the best. After last episode and how down we were in everything we have had, I am hoping that doesn't continue, but this is continuing. This is just I can't believe it.
Like it. You like stouts.
I like stouts, but not this one.
I can't believe it.
The one who likes the stouts the most is disappointed.
I think it's weak.
You're gonna down it and pass it off.
I'm wowed. I'm woed.
Chug, 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 chug.
Let's
chug.
not.
You know what? I'm feeling like a nice cold Rolling Rock.
Are you feeling a nice Labatt Blue?
Yes.
I don't put piss water in my mouth.
That's Keystone. Keystone's piss water.
Oh, man.
So is Corona.
Are you feeling a trip to Liquid Noise?
Yes.
No.
Piss water
Canceled.
Beer. A piss water beer.
No. Canceled.
Never going back.
I'm really glad that you shared this information with us when you did, to go and find this and to have it. This is almost heaven on earth.
Oh gosh. Is this your favorite porter or stout?
It's close. It's different because there's nothing that has been found, at least in our show's history or in the years of myself venturing, to find a mint and chocolate and
like the
stout.
Stout or peppermint.
That's a gold standard right now.
This was the first beer I've had that was chocolate and mint. I've had beers that were mint, and I've had beers that were chocolate, but this is the first one I had that was mixed. And again, I'm disappointed because mint chocolate chips are like my favorite ice cream. I love mint flavor in general, and this just didn't live up to that standard.
For me, I'm with you there, like on mint and chocolate in general. Like, there's a lot of takes and a lot of opinions on both. If we're going as far to share right and wrong hot takes, I don't like the Shamrock Shake at McDonald's.
I've never had it. I don't like it.
I know people, and I know I'm gonna get hate for this. That it's going to be in there and going, yo.
I don't like it.
Yo, Sham Shake. Tea? Question mark. Like.
To me, the Shamrock Shake's too minty.
Yeah, it's just not right. But there's balance. There's neutrality. There's give and take in it, and
Where'd you put it?
You already put it over there. There's a lot. There's just a lot right with this one, and I have a lot of words and a lot of thoughts in here that are just going, why? This last one I also found, and I'm really optimistic. Bring that can over. The sixth and final beer of the night is the Def Jam.
Def Jam?
The Def Jam, not the records. But it's got it on there. So great theming. Great designs on these cans. Great artwork too. Look at that. Look at the DJ hand. Look at the record. It's an American porter with cherry juice and raspberry sauce in it. Have you ever had a cherry and vanilla beer?
No,
I have not.
Like, it's even got pizza beer happiness on the record. Because that's what they promote. That's their slogan. It's one of their big things on here. They even have the also of Hampton mentioning as well. So all of that is going to go in the description here.
Oh wow, that's a.
I am very, very high on what has been had here tonight so far.
An overall of 381.
381
Let's cheer.
a porter
Toast.
to finale to
With
Pizza
cherry
Boy.
juice and raspberry sauce.
This is something.
Not liking that smell.
Give me a second. Okay. Okay. I would like to go last.
I'll go second.
Critic, you are up for the porter here. The last beer of the night.
0.50. I am not happy.
I give it the same 5.50. It's not that good.
I'm gonna need an explanation, guys.
It's just bitter. I taste all I taste is bitterness.
I just taste sadness. My expectations were high and they were all crushed. I don't taste bitterness. I don't think this is mixed very well. And again, the taste that would come with a dark beer, I'm not picking up on that. I went with a 0.50 because again, 0.25 is when I don't want to rate it because it's just horrible. This isn't horrible, but it's not good.
I agree.
It's just another beer. And unfortunately, I had overall higher expectations for all of these beers, and I don't think it lived up to it. Or to my expectations, at least.
I'm gonna finish it anyway.
My heart is breaking. I don't know who I am working with after knowing both of them for a very long time, and how we put all this together has just continued to evolve and progress. And with this porter, man, I had a feeling the mix of the cherry and the raspberry was not going to be perfect. And that is true. It is not perfect. However, there is a lot right. There is a lot right in the porter. There's a lot of one dominating the other. There was more raspberry than there was cherry. It was a standard porter. It had the right mix going one direction than the other. And it was a 3.5.
Oh my gosh.
You give it 3.5?
I gave it a
It's
3.5.
a 4 out
So-
of 15.
I'm living up to my name here. I just checked my Untappd page, and my average rating for beer is a 2.36. In one night, it dropped from I think it was like a 3-something, down to a 2.36 for my average rating.
I'm still a wild card because mine is a 2.75. And that's out of 357 check-ins.
Pizza Boy, I am very proud of you.
I mean, Pizza Boy, you have decent beer. It's just depending on what it is.
I want to get in and try the actual pizza.
Yeah, me too.
It might be different on draft as well
Possibly.
than it
Because of
is.
the carbonation.
That is all possible. You guys are getting my love. The fact that I gave 4 of the 6 a 3.5 or higher, let alone 3 of them in the 4 or higher range here. I just grasped on what just happened. And I would, that might be in the top half of breweries that we have gone to and have not
It's in the good part.
explained. I think it's in an elite.
I think it's in the top 5.
You know what I'm thinking right now?
Going to bed?
No, I need a Bud Light lime with Kelsey.
I need a badge with Kelsey.
Hey, shout out to episode 3. I am with you there. I will absolutely take a Bud Light lime with Kelsey.
I take Kelsey.
Oh
I take. Oh my gosh. Do we have any parting words for this episode here of the 10 a.m.
All I can say is drink safe and drink responsibly and have fun.
I like that. I like that a lot. Chris, do we have anything else?
No.
And always hydrate.
Hydrate or dihydrate. That is how we live and die. I am gonna fizz. I got my seltzer water ready to go. I got my water ready to go.
And 7 beers.
7, it was 9.
Yeah, we have 7 left.
Oh, yeah.
Shout out to everyone that continues to like, to share, to subscribe, to follow, to love, to the Facebook, to the Snapchat, to the Instagram, to the YouTube. This is only episode 5. I have a lot of good hope going forward and for the content. Oh, I hope more than that.
Centuries.
Episode 6 is coming. Get prepared. Get excited. Because episode 5, this was a success. Let's keep it on the up and up. From here in the studio. Peace out.